Jack Richard calmly gets off the bus and walks up to the cafe. As soon as he orders a black coffee and a peach cake, the cafe is surrounded by police. He is accused of murdering a man. As soon as they enter the police station, Senior Detective Oscar asks to be taken to his office. He wants information about the murdered man. Jack assures him that he has not killed anyone in this town. Being a professional, he describes in detail what could have happened at the scene. You have 3 people to look for. In 1998, a group of hoodlums tried to extort money from young Jack, but the 2 brothers refused to be intimidated. Mom was right. You're always getting into trouble. In real time, the police found the owner of the phone number at the scene. Paul notices a black car in front of the house and gets very scared, leading him to claim that he is the killer. Oscar lets Jack go, but the detective realizes that Paul didn't kill anyone. He needs Jack's help to solve the case. Jack says that one of the officers recognizes Paul, and when questioned in person, the man confesses that Paul was somewhere else on the day of the murder, so Jack has to go back behind bars. So the duo get on a bus and head to the nearest prison. A local employee gives them new clothes and takes them to a cell. A new day begins. Paul is clearly frightened as they are put in a common area with life prisoners. Suddenly, a local gang enters the cell. A man orders them to hand over their shoes and glasses. As they break the glasses, Jack steps in for Paul. After throwing a few punches at the headbangers, he asks for a new pair of glasses. During the walk, Paul stays as close to Jack as possible, but Jack tells him not to worry, that he's in no danger. Paul confesses his innocence. He was forced to help in a financial scheme. If he doesn't, he'll be killed. But Jack notices the way the bandits look at them. After a few minutes, a fight breaks out and Jack emerges victorious. It is at this point that we find out who Jack is. He has many decorations from the U.S. government. He has served in the U.S. Army all his life, even returning to duty after being seriously injured. He even managed to find 150 criminals. What's a man like that doing in prison? It's a new day. Paul offers to eat his food, but Jack refuses. Paul needs to regain his strength. More importantly, he needs to find out why Paul's boss, who made him work, bribed the guards and put him in the wrong cell. It was Jack that Zach wanted to attack in his heart of hearts. After a while, the duo are released from prison. Officer Roski picks Jack up and invites him to dinner. The boy quickly agrees to go. The only thing left to do is to buy some new clothes. Walking through the city, Jack notices a black car following him. Meanwhile, the police have found a second body. One of the victims was allergic to fingers. Jack suspects that her killer wore gloves, and when the victim touched them, the allergies kicked in. This man is his brother. The burn scar proves it. This information shocks Jack, and now he has only one goal: to find the killer and kill him. Late at night, Roski finds Jack. To prevent him from doing anything illegal, she asks him to get in her car. Together they arrive at Paul's house, but only his wife is home. Jack secretly checks Paul's shoes and finds a strange piece. He immediately tells Roska to leave. Jack suspects that the target in prison wasn't him, but the guy with the glasses. It just so happens that Paul has lost his glasses. But the killers didn't know that, and mistakenly pointed at Jack. And secondly, why did the banker have scalloped feet on his shoes? While investigating the crime scene, the duo find traces of his brother, who worked in national security. Soon after, Jack is accosted by a local gang. Although Jack tells them to leave, they are too drunk to understand his advice. A fight breaks out, which lasts only 5 seconds. At this point, armed men arrive at the sheriff's house. A new day comes, and now the whole town learns of the sheriff's murder. He was killed in the way Paul described. He tells Oscar the news. Oscar wants to call the FBI, but Jack asks him not to, as the criminals might escape. Let them think they're getting away with it. The duo pay another visit to Paul's house. His wife says he never came back, and he doesn't answer his phone. The new police captain orders him to check the database of all the criminals who were imprisoned by the dead captain. But Oscar, knowing full well that they are trying to throw him off the track, has other plans. Paul's wife is in danger. She needs to be somewhere safe. Jack goes outside and notices a black car. An FBI agent enters the house. He is the one they have to hand Paul's family over to. Late at night, Jack goes to see a prison employee. He was prepared for this, which is why he set up the ambush. But even though the thugs have guns, Jack emerges victorious. After Roska's work, she and Jack go to a bar where he shows off his ability to open beer cans. To Jack's surprise, she asks him to dance. On the way home, the road turns out to be blocked. Jack immediately arms himself. According to the sergeant, the road is washed out. The road will be closed at night. We have to stay at the motel. Tomorrow, the duo arrives at Roska's house. Her house was broken into overnight, and left a message that they'll be back soon. But that's the end of the first installment. Only your activity in the comments will tell us how soon the sequel will be released. We'll see you soon. Bye.